the microwave. If you don't open up the microwave after it's done, it repeats it.
Do some close shots with the other or vice versa. I can match it. I can match the grain. In the highlights, that you're not blowing out anything or crushing any blacks. You've got enough information. Cinematography in the digital age is a data capture process.
Making a film requires a lot of work, from writing the script to scheduling every little detail to shooting long days and editing all night. From the outside, it may not seem like much, but when you strive for excellence, every decision that is made needs to be the best for the film. Everything is for the film.
My name is Jenkins, and I'm with the art director.
My name is Nate Celis, and I was the director of photography.
My name is Tarik Ricketts, and I'm the producer.
I go by Ryder. I am the screenwriter and editor.
My name is Jazmine, and I am the director of Stand Straight.
And what is Stand Straight?
Stand Straight is the story of a man named Peter. We are stepping into a world of a man who is basically at his breaking point, I would say. He just lost the one thing that he cares about, and now we are thrown dead center. We're seeing his breaking point, but we're not necessarily seeing what's causing it until the end of the film. Kind of being shoved into the deep end, the same thing with our main character.
How you feeling, Rye?
Okay.
Feeling good. You ready to stop looking at this?
Something that drew me to the script that I felt personally about was disconnect, definitely when it comes to grieving. When my dad died, a lot of people was around, but I still felt disconnected at the time. So I definitely understood what Peter felt like when he had a best friend to be there for him during a rough time, but didn't know how to express it. He knew just to be to himself because she had been gone. So he had learned how to deal with things on his own. So I think I connected with that because I had to move away to college. I didn't have friends there with me. I had to learn how to deal with my grieving by myself. And that's a dark place to be in. So I think I connected with Peter.
With the loss of his mother, it reminded me of, the loss of my grandmother. I know what it means to deal with grief, to not let someone go, to be disconnected from the world. So it was kind of personal for me, for sure.
A lot of things that we worked on during pre-production, we had a lot of changes that came about. I had to horn in on certain things and I had to take back from certain things during the pre-production.
Big suggestion for you, if we want to lock down this space here, as you know it's hard to see my mouse if you look on the top right.
Yeah, I see it.
Some vehicles should maybe kind of be jerks and take over 2 slots so we can have at least parking for our actors.
Right, because the thing is, you're not gonna get there until midday. You don't know how many of those are gonna be open. And that's a city park, which means you have to get permission to not let people park there.
The first conflict that we had was we changed locations. We went from a butcher shop to a restaurant. I had so much things set up in my mind mentally how I was gonna do the butcher shop. It wasn't a big transformation because we still did some of the things that I had planned for the butcher shop, but it's just taking that one location and just gotta say, okay, it ain't a butcher shop no more. It's now a diner. So what do I do now? You know, that was just the hardest thing for me to rewrite the script far as visually.
We're all film students. And so that's just another thing. That's just pretty sure just asking for your production to go wrong.
We had a lot of nighttime scenes, and just to make sure that our crew and our actors and actresses were available and okay to be working at night, and also, you know, be able to come to school the next day was definitely a big part. So scheduling, I would definitely say, was one of our main things, but we had a great first AD, and he figured it out for us. Shout out to Nairobi.
You get 2 days for the house. And my anticipation from that, the first half of Friday is the kids to get them out.
This would also just be split in half, the daytime scenes, the nighttime scenes.
Yeah.
Now the specificity of how many scenes you need per day, or even more specific, how many shots in that one scene in the day versus the night, I can't give you that.
There's definitely a lot of hiccups when it comes to any kind of production. But those challenges are really what strengthens bonds the most. You know, bonds are really strengthened through adversity. So you come across problems, but then once you find the solutions to those problems, that bond between your crewmates, your talent, anybody on set is just that much strengthened.
Pre-production was rough. I mean, not being able to find a location until a couple weeks out is scary. That means DP can't plan their shots. Art can't dress a space if they don't know their limitations. So once we locked that in, everyone had to work diligently to make sure that all of our bases were covered. I was honestly impressed by my classmates and my teachers. Everyone was diligent. And, you know, we were in the clear for the most part. We had all of our ducks in a row until we got to production.
Come on, talk to him.
It's production day. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yo,
it's crazy right now, son.
Hey. We're out here waiting. It's a good shoot, beautiful day. Everybody's just eager to get the day started.
Oh, for real? Look at
you Dutching?
I have
You
the
Dutching?
sun. And the...
Oh shit, you Dutching? Oh, you Dutching?
I'm Dutching. Dutch push.
This is my first time being in like a big set, you know what I mean?
We're just
and having a job on that set.
Scripty. Big job.
Scripty. Oh my god.
How many airplane notes you got?
That sounds so official. So many. Do you want to see?
He's kinda
Airplane
curious.
noise. We have car noise. We have freaking plane at beginning before action is called. You know.
Be careful with your head, Julius, please. Thank you. Thank you, heads.
Look at me, Julius.
Julius, just so they can see what anybody got eyes on Julius.
Julius, turn your head left a little bit. Or Julius.
Julius, reset.
Who's the kid?
Who's Julius?
Julius. On the first day of production, Julius came and we was talking, and he told me that this was his first movie ever. It's the first time he ever been on a movie, first time he ever went out for an audition. And if you don't know, the backstory of me picking Julius is...
Well, originally, Peter was supposed to be a white male. That's originally what I envisioned when I was writing the character.
And I walked into the lobby, and Julius said, Jazz, I really want to try out for Peter.
And when Julius walked in, I was a little skeptical because I was like, okay, this isn't originally what I had in mind. And Jazz was with me, and me and her were both, and she was convinced, like, oh no, give him a chance, give him a chance. I was like, okay, I'll see what he's got.
And Julius went in there, and he killed it.
He really blew me away. There's a sense of like vulnerability that he brings to the role that I really noticed. And like, that was what I was mainly going for when I was writing for Peter. He is very vulnerable.
I really tried. I really tried, but she wouldn't.
Peter, we have to call somebody. We have to call somebody.
No, then they'll take the car, they'll take her, they'll take everything. She needs to lay down. I can't let her take, I can't let them take anything because it'll be real, and I'm not ready for real.
Oh, it's a wrap for Julius tonight.
I guess what scared me the most, the fact that I didn't want to let the team down. I wanted to show the story. We had, 15 pages, 13 pages, something like that. And how can my department show more than just 13 pages? The storyline that you don't see, how can I do this perfectly? Also communicating with the DP, learning the framing, what we're gonna put in the frame. You know, we took a lot of time to make sure that the proper things are on the location. Now, how do we put it on screen? It's only one little area here, so how do we do that in these shots? And you know, just getting our game plan together, it was a big challenge for us. So I was nervous about that. I hate to do anything in the art department, and we don't use it on set. So how do I use this on set and not throw this away?
The most stressful thing on set, we ran into some equipment issues, specifically with the dollies. We had one that was our go-to for the plan before in pre-production, but when it came to the actual day of set, the way just we had everything rigged was a little bit too top heavy. So finding a way to work scenes and shots around not having the dolly for a day was a big one.
You know, we had a lot of times we had to mess the house up, and I wanted to put everything back perfectly. So taking the pictures, the videos, and just knowing placement, it was like 2 pictures that was very important for that scene, and keeping up with them, putting things over that picture, especially with the drawings. I had an idea of the drawings staying inside the book. At the last minute, we changed that. So we're gonna tear the pages out, we're gonna put them all over the place. And then resetting it back to the way that, you know, we loved it, and it was fit for the scene. So that was like the hardest part for me, really.
And then we had a bad weather change.
This wind has been brutal all day long.
Strong winds swept across DFW for several hours.
The wind's gonna be really, really strong. That's gonna bring down power lines and snap for 3.5 inches.
And now it is getting very cold.
There was damage to power lines and fallen trees.
It's gonna bring a lot of rain. Winds are gonna be really, really strong, gusting to over 80 miles per hour. In Dallas, Texas.
That day, we had scouted out maybe 3 or 4 weeks in advance, but with Texas weather, everything is just unpredictable.
I was a little surprised by how cold it was on that 4th day.
Had a slight weather change. Slight, yeah, you know. You know, but we gonna thug it out, you know what I'm saying? We're using ratchet straps to stabilize it.
That's how windy it is.
Yeah.
Julius! Trade?
Yeah, can you trade?
Yes, sir.
Stay safe up there. I will.
All right.
We were all in summer clothing, ready to shoot indoors for majority of the day. But due to the winds slowing everything down, it was also 50 degrees outside. So
it was a worse situation because we didn't plan on being that cold on the night shoot. But the way the team was adapting to that weather.
Jazmine was shivering. I had to go and get my jacket from my car and give it to him.
I was kind of just like a Swiss Army man, you know? I lent my pants out to my camera operator because I had shorts underneath. I let my belt out to the BTS director, everything, man. We were just trying to keep everything smooth, but
once we got in there, we just changed a lot of stuff around.
The wind was blowing. Actually, I've been in Texas a few years now and never felt a night like that. I said, I'm from Chicago, so I'm like, man, did I bring the weather here?
You take care from Chicago.
It's the windy city.
It's the windy city. I know that, Hawk.
And the funny part about it was, it wasn't no complaints. It wasn't nobody trying to quit. We got our shots that we wanted, and we took turns going to warm up, coming back. Man, it was a crazy night that night, as far as the weather. And that's something we didn't plan for. You know, I think the weatherman lied to us that day. We had a good forecast, but that night it dropped on us, and it was freezing.
I feel like Jazmine went above and beyond anything I asked him to do.
Jazmine surprised me a lot.
He was probably one of the best people in that department that I could have asked for.
From the set design to the sound effects to the music.
I never took him for somebody who will understand like details and stuff like that, but he's definitely efficient in the art department.
First of all, he always checked in on me and made sure I was doing all right.
And he's a director, he's a writer. For him to take so many steps back and say, I want to focus over here, and then you exceed our expectations.
He was very straight to the point. He didn't beat around the bush.
He's definitely a prop guy for real. Like, he come from a long history of doing other films himself. as a director, so he kind of understands a little bit more about intricate detailing, and I think his growth was the most tremendous that I saw.
I was so proud of Jazmine. Like, I was very, very proud of Jazmine.
The crew came together today, did a great job dressing the room with the flowers, the candles, the pictures and everything. So we had fun today so far. We on set right now. They are shooting. I'm having a good time. And I just want to say thanks to the team, everyone who showed up, everybody who participated and helped me with my job and made my job a lot easier. So my appreciation to you guys. Thank you so much.
Was there a moment when coming to film school felt impossible?
Yeah.
I think the only times that it felt like impossible was second semester and a little bit of third. That was like a little bit of a life change for me at the point.
I mean, if you want to talk really sacrifices, the biggest one I can think of is the whole reason that I'm here is through GI benefits. My mom had to do 20 years in the service.
Being a full-time student is so hard because, you know, I got family at home I'm dealing with, so it's hard to juggle a job. So I got to get a part-time job. So many days, man, that I'm leaving just my girl to pay the bills, and being homeless at a point in time, lost a house, living out of hotel rooms, being uncomfortable.
I was going through a divorce. I only have 2 other people here in Texas with me. It was just rough.
Y'all know, like, I came into school, like, and working overnights and then coming to school in the morning, getting like 3-4 hours of sleep and then going right back to work.
It's just all these little things start adding up, you know. The drive equals gas, you know. I've had many car issues that I've had to get help and loans from. It's a very big financial sacrifice and emotional sacrifice, you know.
No car situation, catching Ubers and putting every money I had for this mission, this dream. So definitely it was hard.
I haven't worked this whole time I've been in school, so just trying to figure out how I was gonna pay for daycare and bills was just a lot. But God willing, God did what he always do and pulled me through.
Mainly just also with like your mental state, your financial state, all what like the stuff that you have currently at your disposal. When I think realistically, it's like, oh man, can I really do this? Do I see myself doing this? Can I do this? And that's the real question. Can you do this? And it's like, well, you don't really know until you do it.
I feel like there's a million of words I want to say but can't. I will start with this. When I walked into the school for the first time, I was nervous. Not about starting school or maybe the lack of knowledge I may had. I was nervous if I would make any friends. And now, 15 months later, I look back on that and laugh. As much as the school teaches you about film and the plethora of knowledge that is never ending, the main thing it taught me was how valuable the people you share a class will be for your future. We've laughed together, critiqued our inner emotions through our writing. We've cried together. I would say I hope to keep creating and spending time together after school, but I know we will. So the only thing I can ask is what's next?
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?